Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How are you doing? Right, it's Tuesday, and as you'll know, Tuesdays and Fridays are request days. Now the difference being, on a Friday I turn to my Patreon BonBon buddies and ask them to vote for the map to review, and I go with whatever they choose. And on the Tuesday, I choose one of the many maps from the request list, currently sitting at about 20 maps. Now today I'm going midway between the two. I'm actually turning to my BonBon buddies and picking one that's been created by them. There's actually a new BonBon buddy who hasn't even got their name in the credits yet. They've got to wait to the end of the month. So hey, bet you're not expecting this, are you, Zardas? It's Shadowbrook. Now, like I say, this is requested actually before they became a member, so you may say that the small amount that's been slipped into my back pocket has... No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. There's your start square. Makes no difference to me. If the map is good, the map is good. And if the map is rubbish, well, there's your resource. Ah, interesting. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the Steam Workshop. Now, you're going to need a mass transit for this one. We're also using the Project Monaco official theme by Mr. Miyagi, being used by Pug over on his channel. We've got some rocks and some trees. There are also a few other things that pop up actually on the map that I wonder whether or not they're vanilla. But I'm going to assume that they are, because otherwise why are they there? But maybe I've subscribed to them and the game is picking up on them already. But we'll get to them when we get to them. Right, what have we got here? We've got a nice little level bridge, a good perfect bridge, and I'm guessing Zardas has actually watched my perfect bridge tutorial, because all of these bridges do seem to have the feel that that is copied the technique that I've shown, and basically that makes them all very good. So well done you. Well done you. Now as we head across the landscape here, the one thing you'll notice is the trees. Now I find the trees on this map are a little bit tree brushy, if that makes any sense at all. There's like big gaps between them, there's no real pattern, and yeah, you can get landscapes like that. But before we talk more about the trees, let's have a look at this intersection. Now there is some very nice detailed areas, and in the description he does go to say that some areas are highly decorated and other areas have been left for you to do, and I can bow to that. I can bow to that. I have no problems with areas under detailed so that it can be done by the player. It doesn't have to be perfectly detailed all the way across the map. Just basically to a good standard is all I ask, and then the rest of it is down to the player. There's your little road over rail bridge, and here's your start square. Now the start square has got a little bit of still water there, but then you have got that river running down the side, and we do edge just into that river. And then we'll head back. Shall we head back? Oh, shall we have a look at some detail? Let's have a look at some of the detailing in this little lake down here. The closer you get, the better it looks. Very nice indeed. Like I say, the good detailing, especially, I've got to say, the water detailing is, I would say, very, very good. Whether there's enough good detailing in this map to take it up an extra star or two is a different matter. As long as there's no real bad glitchy moments. Here's your main intersection there. Quite sweet, I would say. And some nice detailing up the side as well. All the grasses. Once again, just in the areas of focus. All good. And then if we head over to the other side of the road here. Yeah, roundabouts here, yes. And if you look very closely, you may have spotted it already. Yes, we've got a street lamp clipping through the highway there. Well, there goes your 5th star. There goes your 5th star. You're not getting one of those now. Not saying you're going to get 1 star. Not saying you're going to get 5. It'd probably be somewhere in the middle. And then if you head down the highway here, then you've got this little problem going on. More glitching. You can see the mantle through there as well. And that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Still very easy to fix, just using Move It to stretch the side road out a little bit, just tweak it around and that will soon be fixed. So we're probably definitely getting down into the mid-4s now for how many stars. Ah, you got this rail over road, very nice, very pretty. A little bit on the low side, let's hope there's no street lamps. Oh my goodness, yes, there's another street lamp, being a little bit naughty. Low 4s now, I would say, for detailing. But other than that, like I say, I like the rail. Oh, I jump with the old camera there. And then another one of these perfect bridges. Very sweet, very nice, very well worked. I like it. But yes, the trees, like I say, the trees on either side just seem a little bit big tree brush covering the whole of the landscape. And I don't know, it just doesn't draw me in. You've come down the level here. See, it's quite a distance between. I mean, so we've got the tree clumps there, which is very nice. That uses a little bit of the less RAM, bringing the clumps together. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, head down to this intersection. Now, this intersection, as we head off towards the fog that way. Well, we haven't had a look at these national roads. There's quite a few national roads around. So shall we follow one of these down? See if it's a scenic route. They're always much more fun if they're scenic. And oh, this one appears to be a bit of a trunk road. Again, I can bring that joke out once or twice, can't I? Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've used that joke. So yes, there's a trunk route. Oh, and there's another trunk route. This one has branched off in the wrong direction. I'll stop it. Anyway, yes, tree brushing can leave you with this scenario. And unfortunately, I think Stardust has forgotten to go back and check. Or maybe... Yeah, he has forgotten to go back and check, hasn't he? Let's head off the other direction, though, from that intersection. I know that this route isn't so bad. I know there are trees on this road as well. But down here, there's something I want to explore. And this is this pink fellow here. Now, this guy definitely isn't vanilla. So there are things on this map that are not vanilla, that are probably missing, if possibly from my load. If I haven't actually subscribed to the item, it won't appear, and it certainly isn't in the required items. Admittedly, it's a bit of fun, and I don't think you'll really miss that. Anyway, what do we do after the roads? We normally go and do the rail, but we're going to do the rail in Assetville instead. Because today's asset is Jefferson USC Station by Polygon. Now this one, quite nicely done. Look at the roofing there, the corrugated kind of feel to it. Very modern, nice aesthetic as well. Nice small station, doesn't take up much room. Very sweet. Put that in the middle of your suburbs. That would be very nice indeed. I like it. It's good work. Polygon, I'm saying it now. This is good work. So anyway, so Jefferson USC Station, which is our asset of the day, is not actually taken away from the rail in Shadowbrook. We will have a look at the rail in Shadowbrook in a minute. Don't worry, I haven't skipped it completely. I know there's a few of you a bit worried going, oh, but I really like checking the rail in these maps, BonBonB. You're ruining it for us, BonBon. No. No, I'm not ruining it for you. What I'm going to do, though, is we're going to head over to the Theme and LUT review, which is Springwood by Ronix with Palish HD LUT. And we'll have a look at a couple of these factoids, because I know you like them. The study of a Finnish pine tree's roots has shown that they can extend for 30 miles. Frickin' heck! I mean, I've heard about these fungi that grow underground that go on for hundreds of miles. Yeah, that's a different thing altogether, but a tree root? Blimey. The durian fruit is an Asian delicacy. Unfortunately, it smells like the flesh of rotting corpses. Nice. We'll finish with the bright red berries of the cuckoo pint. The cuckoo pint are poisonous to all creatures except for the thrush. And obviously I should now stop reading because my reading ability seems to have gone out the window. Anyway, that's it for today with the factoids and the theme and luck review. Hope you enjoyed. Let's head back to Shadowbrook and have a look at the promised rail. See, I don't just skip over things completely. Unless, of course, I skip over things completely. Another one of these perfect little rail bridges. And then that jumps across the road as well. Nicely done. It, of course, a little bit too low. Through the tree brushing. Under the road. And then onwards. Now, here we've got a branch off here. And that goes down towards what I would assume would be the docks. Okay. So that's in place already. Cool. I like it. And then if we head this way, we've got a bit of a cutting on the go here. And then onwards off towards the fog. And we've got another little bridge here first of all. And then off towards the fog. And then we'll take in the shipping routes. Now shipping routes in this map are really complex. So I hope you are prepared. Get your pencil out. You're going to need your pencil for this. Here it comes. Yeah. This is the shipping route. Okay, you made a note of that one. Very important. Water flow. Water flow is negligible out at sea. I mean, it is moving about a little bit. Nothing dramatic. And then hard to see anything dramatic actually within the rivers. Now the rivers are actually flowing. If you well, when we pull out in a minute out of this view, we're getting no arrows here, but you can see it's moving. And if you come down here, you can see the foam on the top. You can see the water moving very clearly. This is normal speed as well. So yes, it might be a little bit shallow, which may lead to some problems actually obtaining enough water out of the river to be able to supply your population without drying the river up completely. But that's your problem to fix, not mine. Like I say, the water detailing, this is your thumbnail. This is beautiful. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. And over this side, got similar, just to the rocks though. So where the detailing is good, it's very, very good. Or it's not so good, it's just, well, a bit ordinary really. Here we've got a stranded ship. How did he not notice those rocks even? And then we'll go down and have a look at the resort, the beach. And like I say, there are definitely, I mean, I think these deck chairs and certainly parasols are not vanilla. And there's a little novelty thing there as well. So there are non-vanilla items that will not be showing up unless you have accidentally subscribed to them at some point. Or subscribed for some other reason. Okay, right. So what else have we got going? Let's have a look up in the hills here in the fog. Not too much to see up here actually. They're just a bit lumpy hills. The hills on the other side are a little bit more convincing, if I'm honest with you. Got little ponds there. Now, some nice detailing in this castle. Not so keen on the circular, well, the curved wall. That's just me though. But the entrance looks very good, and I'm loving the footpath, the way that's been put in as well, which is also, I would say, non-vanilla. I kind of like that. I like its location. Just the outside wall doesn't sell itself to me, I'm afraid. Nice detailing in the water again as well. So good work with the river. Actually very good work with the river. Not just that, the water sources as well. These little lakes up here as well, which hides the water source just enough to sort of like suspend disbelief that the amount of water that's coming down the rivers possibly does come from that lake. Anything small than that, and you'd be quite obvious that it doesn't. I'll buy into that. I'll buy into that. I think that's good. I think the water work on this map's been quite good indeed. Aesthetically, look, okay, there are areas which are quite nice, but across the whole, I think it's just a bit ordinary. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Detailing, there are areas like this that are outstanding. 4s pushing 5s. But the tree brushing is very distracting. We've got glitches here, there and everywhere. And I think across the whole, it's probably just a 3. Climbed out of a 2 to a 3 thanks to the really good bits. Okay, and then we'll head on to gameplay potential. Gameplay potential. You know what? I think there is here, you know. I think there's plenty to do. And I'll give it a 4th star. So that's Shadowbrook by Zardas, and you know what? I can see one or two of you signing up for this map, and if you do, certainly share some screenshots with us. I'd appreciate that. I do like seeing other people's builds. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. Of course, we've got Skylines Talk out with Armesto, and there's a top 10 mods video to watch if you missed it on Sunday. And of course you can join me over on Patreon and have a look at the maps list to see if you've missed anything back in the dim history of maybe 2017. Oh, now those were the days, you know. Those were the days, my son.